Hey guys, short video here. I'm headed to the range and I'm not sure if I'm going to do any filming, but there's a lot of people who I've been conversating with on, about this little vlog I'm doing, and I'm realizing a lot of people aren't understanding why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm showing all the mistakes I make, all the first time things I'm doing, why I'm trying to cast for what I'm trying to cast, why I'm taking bits and bobs from different types of reloading and trying to combine them. A lot of people don't get that. A lot of these guys are pretty old, well, not old as in, well, how am I trying to say this? They're older guys who were brought up casting the traditional way. You cast for 30 cals. The Lyman number 2 handbook was your Lyman 2nd edition. Handbook is like the holy grail of everything casting. Powder coating is a waste of time. All you need is liquid A-LOX, lubricizer, all that, yada, yada. And I've had a lot of these guys tell me that you're wasting your time. Why are you doing this? You're not an expert caster. Why are you? So I figured I need to make this video to explain. Basically, I got inspired to do casting because, one, it's just something I always wanted to do. I got into reloading, and that saved me so much money, and it let me tailor all of my ammunition. Like I can do whatever I want with my ammunition that I start reloading. And casting to me is like the next step up from that, And I started looking into casting. I started looking into all the stuff you can do with casting, and I was seeing guys like Elvis Ammo, Fortune Cookie, 45LC, Country Boy Prepper. Country Boy Prepper was the big guy who got me on the cast bullet for AR-15. And I was seeing this stuff, and I was like, wow, you can really push the envelope if you get outside the traditionalist viewpoint, right? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing it traditional. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's just not the path I'm going down right now. But anyhow, what I'm interested in is accuracy. I'm not quite where I want to be. I'm not like a bench rest guy, but I love seeing how accurate you can get something. I love that. I love the chase of getting an accurate load, right? And with I'll cast out of an AR-15 or cast out of a gas gun, I was always curious about how accurate you can get this. How can you get sub-MOA at 100 yards with a cast bullet out of an AR-15? Or can powder-coated bullets get more accuracy than traditionally lube bullets? And the more I researched it, the more I tried looking up, no one was really doing anything like that. No one was really doing accuracy tests that I felt really gave everything justice. A lot of guys were saying stuff like, oh yeah, 223 cast isn't good. I tried it. And then when you looked into what they tried in their groups, they're shooting, a 16-inch AR-15 with a red dot, off the side of a tree at 50 yards. Like, that's not very conducive to being, to making accurate shots. It just isn't. No one was really getting on a bench and trying to shoot cast the same way you would with any other reload. It was always the idea that as a cast bullet, it's not going to shoot good, whatever. Now, me, I'm of the opinion that if you want to see something done, instead of just sitting around, complaining all day that nobody's doing it, get off your butt and do it yourself. And I want to cast. I want to learn how to cast. So I figured if I'm going to try and go down this rabbit hole of that I might never be able to do, I'll bring y'all along. And maybe I can learn something from other people who've done this. And since I've started doing this, I've had a lot of people come to me, like through private messages. People don't talk about this on public for some reason. I've had a lot of people come through me with private messages telling me, yeah, man, we've had good success. We've been getting 1.25-inch groups at 100 with this load, this powder coat, this BHN, yada, 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 yada. So it's been a learning experience for me, doing this. And also, say I finally strike the gold mine. I find the little secret nugget you need to be successful, to get, I don't know, like clover leaves consistently with cast bullets out of a gas gun. Say I find that. I want to have documentation of that. Now, I'm not saying I will, but if I do, I wanted it to be documented. I want people to be able to see every single thing I tried up to that point, because just there's nobody doing it. So yeah, honestly, I don't really care if this doesn't work. This is really fun for me. I'm a tinkerer. I love to just mess with stuff. It gives me an excuse to go to the range. I don't really care if it doesn't work. Not to mention, I'm already doing better than, I would say, at least 80% of people said I would do when I started this. I had a lot of people saying, man, you're going to get like 8-inch groups at 100 yards max. Last video, like if I counted everything together, it was like 6 inches, so I'm already down. If I counted the little core group where everything was doing its job the way I figured it should have been, I was down to about 2 inches. So I'm doing better. I'm doing better than what I think a lot of people figured I would. So, yeah, that's just what it's about, man. It's just something I'm enjoying doing. I'm not an expert whatsoever at this. I really don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you, and I'll be happy to tell you. Yeah, I also was not seeing people doing stuff like, use like a CBTO gauge, like when, like the little dummy gauge I did. Nobody did that. Everybody was doing, nobody does stuff like that with casts for some reason, and I don't understand it, So again, it seems to make sense here. Let's try and use it here and see if it works. So, yeah, I just wanted to make that video, try to explain what I was doing. A lot of people think that I'm trying to get bench rest accuracy out of my little mil-spec 5.56 with cast bullets. I'm not. I'm really not. If I can get it, that would be amazing, but I'm not. If I get, I'm trying to get MOA, honestly. If I can get 1.5 inches and under at 100 yards and 10 rounds consistently, I will call this a success. So yeah, I just wanted to make that video. I know it's kind of rambling, but I felt like it needed to be done. And honestly, I gotta say this at the very end, man. I see a lot of casters talk about all the clowns and stuff on YouTube, referring to like Fortune Cookie and Elvis Ammo and all these other guys. Look, man, I gotta be 100% with you. If you think you can do a better job and you have one of these phones, all these phones have a decent camera, editing is a lot easier than reloading. If you think you can do a better job, man, just put your money where your mouth is and start making videos, man. I know it's going to piss some people off, but it is what it is. Anyway, y'all take it easy. I gotta get gas. Might film some shooting. Later.